move on with Classen with the throw, having broken the throw just before they went for a break, and therefore gaining the initiative. What can Webster do about it? They've only ever met once before, these two, they were telling me, what, 3/4 an hour ago, and that was a couple of months ago in Coventry, the Players' Championship. It was Webster's debut in a PDC competition, and on that occasion Classen won. On his way to victory here, unless that's a good 140, gives him half a chance of maybe breaking back. Oh, but that's a great 140 as well.
Webster, it has to be said, seems to be handling the occasion. There's been much speculation about Webster and Anderson indeed coming into this, well, what do they call them, a cauldron of emotion that our Premier League encounters, but he's riding it very well, and he's getting a real taste of what big-time darts on Sky really requires. Classen, though, is looking mean on his doubles.
Yes, 1-3 on the trot now, of course, 2 on his own throw, the one breaker throw in between, so very much 4-2 now for Classen. Webster's got to hold his throw, he's not made the best of starts here. That's a poor start, and Classen can strike here. The Matador can really now hammer home the advantage. Needs a treble, gets it. Already then 59 ahead. Ton of good score there in reply to only 41. Under pressure here, Webster, who incidentally, Dave, we remember, beat Simon Whitlock in winning his world title back in 2008. And Simon Whitlock is now a PDC player. Remarkable, isn't it? Now, all these players succeeding over on the other side and making the decision to come across and give it a go with the PDC. Big money and lots of opportunities.
Well, if you want to be the best, you've got to play against the best. And very few would argue that the superstars of the PDC are ruling the roost, and we're getting exciting newcomers. Like, we're looking forward to seeing Anderson too. He's class. And of course Whitlock, as you mentioned, we'll be seeing later in the summer as the PDC tournaments roll on. Exciting times for professional darts, and Webster really needs to hit this 140 here. Klassen's been deadly on his doubles in recent times to go 5-2 up.
Yes, 32 now for a fourth leg in a row. No problem despite the first two, and now then 2 breaks of throw on the trot. Webster's really got to up the ante, really got to lift his game.
And this is where we find out a little bit about the character of the player. He's got to dig deep and got to find an extra gear, and he's going to find in the PDC you need to have a gear, you need to have a kick, you need to have a purple patch, otherwise you could be blown away.
Yes, of course, it's his victory over Simon Whitlock. 12 sets played there. That was a very long game. It was a quality match. I watched it all. This is a short game, 13 legs maximum. Very short game indeed for these lads. And really, to recover from 5-2 down is going to be nigh on impossible, but he won't have given up.
Yes, it's not really a sprint, but it's a 400-metre race, this distance, isn't it?
Yeah.
And of course many top athletes now have got 400 metres to the sprint.
Well, I'd put this at 200 metres. I'd say best of 21 is about 4. Or 440 yards, as I'm still thinking.
Great old-fashioned man you are.
Yes, indeed.
And Webster needs this leg. Klaasen can't finish, of course, on 180. Got to finish on a double. So Webster really needs to take out this 75 to get back into this match. 18, 9, 4, double top. You know what he needs, and he needs it badly.
Oh, he's a long way off. He's a long way off. That would have helped his cause no end against the throw. Now it's for 6-2. Only get the one chance, Mr. Webster. as Jelle Klaasen really does there show some quality. 6 out of 10 he's got now on the percentage. 60%, that's quality, Dave.
Yes, it is, and of course we must remember that in the 7th leg he had 2 darts to the double and missed it, hit with the 3rd one, so they count as a missed double, but it didn't really matter anyway.
That's right, the ones that mattered were those 2 in the opening leg when Webster stepped in after he'd had 2. 96.6 Klassen's average, that's pretty good. Webster's at 9 points behind him, and I think it shows in the score. Doesn't always, but on this occasion the score reflects very much the average and the way they've thrown.
Unlucky there. Classen looked like the dart was in the treble and dropped out, but he's in a very comfortable position. And this, of course, is going to be the last time we see Classen in this year's White and Mackay Premier League. And I'm going to repeat, I think he's been an asset. He's been colourful. He's been a great sportsman. He hasn't had the best of luck, but I think he's been a credit to the competition.
Not up to that, Dave. Not guaranteed to be back next year, of course. There are others waiting in the wings. Well, we said there'd be hymns and arias, land of his fathers. And mine indeed, when I come to think of it.
Webster needs a 72 to stay alive. Double top.
Yes, so 95 Classen. Will he go the bull route? Yes. Now then, 20. Bullseye. Oh, that would have been a brilliant way to win the match. It really would have been a fantastic way to say game shot. And it could be another try yet for Classen. Yes, Webster's 14 throws and the double means Classen 25 for the game. Little bit in.
Just got the suspicion he was snatching a bit. So Webster lives again on double 5. He's had 4 darts in the double. That's the 5th, just to keep the match alive. And the crowd are loving that.
Well, it's his first leg he's won since the 3rd. He was actually 2-1 up. And suddenly a spurt from the Dutchman. 5 on the trot. Puts him within 1 of victory, and 2 match points have gone begging.
And that's not the most formidable start, 42, and Classen is punishing.
I suppose it's 3 match points if you count the bull, and you've got to, haven't you? It was an attempt at a double.
I'm sure before this evening is out, we're going to hear 4,000 Welsh voices giving us a little bit of the old Tom Jones himself, of course, a considerable darts player, Tom Jones. I remember watching him once play in a pub called the Crafty Cockney in Los Angeles, where indeed Eric Bristow gained his nickname.
100. Yeah, I didn't know that. I knew Engelbert Humperdinck was a very big darts fan and a decent exponent.
Well, 90. Tom Jones was brought up on good Welsh bitter.
I never could keep up with the Joneses, Dave. Classen wanting 24 then for the match. 6-3 ahead. Best of 13. It's a foregone conclusion, really, looking at the scoreboard. Don't look anymore.